Good evening, everyone. We can start the session. So I'm welcoming everyone for this webinar. It's what is new and what is next with Microsoft Dynamic 365 Business Central plus AI plus Power Apps and capabilities. For your information, this webinar is recorded and we are beginning with this. If you are facing any troubles, please feel free to put the comments on the chat. My team will help you. So today's agenda is welcoming and kickoff what is new in the Business Central, AI in action as a smarter business with Business Central and Power Apps plus Business Central, and live question and answer session. So I'm moving to the next slide. So here, what we are going to talk about is this particular slide shows the Microsoft Business Applications ecosystem with the data and the intelligence at the core. The goal is to help business engage customers, empower people, optimize operations, and transform the products. In the mid, you can see core applications like sales, marketing, customer service, finance, and supply chain. It is more of 20 plus applications all working together in a connected environment. In the bottom, you can see the power platforms. So Power BI analytics and Power Apps for developments, Power Automate for workflows, and Power Visual Agents for chatbots. So these tools extend your ERP and CRM systems. Finally, it all connects seamlessly with Microsoft 365 tools like Excel, Outlook, Teams, driving a truly integrated and intelligent business applications. Since most of the customer or the Microsoft ecosystem known people, even though I would like to give you this how Microsoft business application ecosystem this works. I'm moving to the next slide. I would like to welcome Ms. Adilakshmi, so Navision and Dynamic 365 Business Central Practice Lead, 3K Technologies. She is a seasoned expert with over 19 years of experience in Microsoft Dynamic 365 Navision and Business Central. She has successfully led 65 projects, including 25 plus end-to-end implementations across industry verticals. Her expertise includes Business Central, AI-driven automation, and Power Apps. I would like to welcome Adi Lakshmi to provide the speaker note. Over to you, Adi.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sudarshan. Welcome all. I'd like to take up the session now. Yes, I'm moving to the next slide. Yes, I'm into the next slide. This slide is about what's new in Dynamic 365 Business Central. In the latest two updates, we have received multiple new enhancements. Now, this topic will talk about what are the features that has been enabled within Business Central. Yes. So here we have grouped or we have taken up the important enhancement and we have grouped under each modules. Okay. So the first one is with respect to the inventory. In inventory, we have few features that has been enabled. Okay. The first one is with respect to the blocking of an item. Okay. And also specifying the reason for what it is blocked. Yes, of course, we had blocking an item previously also, but it is a general block. But right now, what is the enhancement that we have got is with respect to the blocking of an item based upon the transaction, that is either purchase, sales, production, services. So we can define. So what is the activity which we would like to block? Say I have a stock, okay, but I don't want to procure more. Okay, so in that case, we can able to block the item with respect to purchase, wherein we can use the item for rest other activities. So this is the block function which we have it in the item. The similar function is also available in the item variant, the blocking of item and item variant. Then the next one is with respect to journal check. So we use item journals, okay, for various type of transactions like output, consumption, or adjustment entries. We do this item journal. So here what we have the feature called a journal check. So there can be consumption entries or the entry lines. What we have created can be multiple, say 10, 15, 20, whatever it can be. So if we miss out some data, then when we post it throws up a message stating that this one is missing. It is not full. So here we have a feature called journal check. When we have this journal check, there it prompts up whether the all the lines are perfect. If there is any issue, it shows what is the number of lines which is having a issue. And we can also have a button. We also have a button called view issue lines. So that if we click on, it shows only the issue lines, that is the lines which is having an issue, so that we can correct it and we can take it up. Assume we have a location as mandatory. Okay. And by mistake, we have missed to update location. In that case, it helps not to see what is the line which is having a issue, so that we can correct it and we can proceed. So this is the feature which is called as journal check. Then there is a feature called sales and inventory forecast. Okay. So here we have, based upon the history, that is the transaction which we already done with an item, based upon the history, here there is a feature called sales and inventory forecast. We have a sale forecast as well as inventory forecast. Based upon the transaction what we have done or the history, it predicts the future and says that this is my forecast with respect to the inventory and sales, wherein we can take an effective decision to hold the inventory or how we have to have it. Okay. The next one is with respect to manufacturing. In manufacturing, we have few enhancement. One is edit in Excel. Okay. So here also edit in Excel is the previous thing where we had it. But here with respect to in manufacturing, we have an additional feature called edit in Excel for journal lines, wherein in the journal lines, when we click edit in Excel, it also include the item tracking details. Right now what we use, say we use the same thing, we might use the item journal for my output, consumption, or positive adjustment, any adjustment entries. But when we click this edit in Excel, it also take you the item tracking details like my lot number, serial number, expiry, so that it minimize you to drill down to the multiple windows, like from item journal to my item tracking page. Okay. So it is effective so that everything will be there in one single thing itself. The next one is reopen and undo. Previously, we miss out any transaction to consumption to be posted and we finish at production order, we could not able to pass any consumption entry or any entry with respect to the finished production order. Right now, there is an enhancement. We can able to reopen the finished production order once, wherein after reopening it, we can do the entries, whatever we missed it, and then we can finish it so that the same entry get populated against the respective finished production order. Next, with there is an enhancement with respect to attachments. Yes, here again, it is an enhancement. We already have an attachment functionality with respect to masters and transactions. Masters like customer, vendor, item, and then all the transaction, sales transaction, purchase transaction. So now this feature has been extended for manufacturing. So manufacturing masters like production bomb, routing, we can able to attach it. So any drawings we have it against a production bomb can be attached against a production bomb. Similarly, the process, routing process can be attached. And similarly, the transactions like the planned production order, released production order, if you want to attach any document, that can be done. Then next is with respect to finance. So here we have the reminder automation. We have this reminder functions previously where it is a reminder. I can enable reminders for my customers. Based upon the reminder get triggered. We have to manually trigger the reminder so that the before the due date of the particular invoice or after the due date of a particular invoice, we can send a reminder to the customer, wherein previously it was manual. Right now there is an automation wherein through automation reminder will be auto triggered, it will be auto issued, and the email to the customer will also be sent. So there is a complete automation with respect to reminders. So it's only the same thing, the setup. We have to set up the reminder codes against the respective customer, and the reminder code is defined, and the customer is having any due. Then based upon the reminder, what we have configured, the emails will get triggered to the customer. And previously, when we do it manually, so during that time, when we send an email, it will be only the reminder attachment which will be sent. Now there is an enhancement where the invoices, what is for which the due, the reminder we are sending, those, yeah, invoices will also be enclosed. Assume if a customer is having 5 invoices, we have raised 5 invoices for a particular customer, out of which 3 invoices is due. Okay. And the three reminder, and for that, we have created the automation creates one reminder with the attachment of all the 3 invoices, and the email will be sent to the customer on the reminders, enclosing the invoice for the reference. Going to the next one. With respect to sales, here there is a new feature. This is completely a new feature where it is subscription billing. So here we have the subscription billing, wherein the against a customer we can able to create a contract. We can able to define what is the um, what is the contract details with respect to amount, billing detail, and billing frequency, so that based upon the contract, my recurring invoices will be created, and then it will be automatically sent to my, the invoice will be raised against my customer. So by this, it we have a contract, and against a contract, the recurring bills will be generated, and it is a process where we have to just click on the process. Okay, so that it will not be missed, because we define the billing frequency or the rhythms. The next one is with respect to projects. So we have a project module where we have the projects, we have project planning lines, project task lines, everything. So previously, what we had against my project planning line is to create a sales invoice or a sales order or a sales credit memo, these things. Now we can able to create a purchase order from my project planning lines. Okay. And also the archival function of against my project. So obviously my project gets enhanced. There can be multiple changes that we do. So we have a archival function wherein whenever there is a change, there is a setup. Based upon the setup, we can able to trigger the archivals. Next, the extension of warehouse management system to the projects. So against my project item, I can able to create a warehouse receipt and also use my warehouse pick and put away process. Okay. Then the last one with respect to the new feature into Business Central is the reporting aspect, where we have Excel export and Power BI. The Excel export in normal, all the reports, we have the functionality to export the report into Excel. I am not talking about that one. This is purely Excel export report. 1 minute, I'll take you to the reporting side. I'm sharing my screen. Hope it is viewable with respect to my Business Central. So here we have the Excel function. Okay. So here we have Excel reports. There are nearly 10 reports where we can just click on, and when I click on, the report get generated into my Excel. Okay. So here you have a function called download. When I click download, the report is getting generated into my Excel. And here, what is the additional feature? There's nothing but the data will be sliced and diced with respect to the parameters what we can able to analyze. So here you can able to see this is my data with respect to the top 10 vendors. So here it is an analysis where it shows me what are the vendors, what are the filters that I can apply, and also with respect to the dashboard, the graphical presentation of it. There are few more reports like my uh, trial balance versus period. So here again, this is my original report. So here it again shows me the report with respect to the parameters where I can slice and dice the same report where it automatically creates this. It's only the filter that I have to apply and to view or analyze the particular report. So this is with respect to the Excel reporting. The normal report where it is an Excel export, it only exports the report. Here it also exports the report and also analyze or group takes the dicing of it where we can look more into detail or analyze more into it. The next one is with respect to Power BI. So here we have Power BI report. Okay, there are nearly 70 to 80 reports where right now it is, we have it in the system where it is with respect to, we have with these modules. Say finance is having 19, sales, purchase, inventory, manufacturing projects. Okay, right now we have these ones. If it is the report where right now I have taken into an inventory report. So this is the Power BI report where it with respect to the inventory. Okay. So here you can able to see the inventory details. So all the reports, what is with respect to inventory is all available as the tab here. So here it is a inventory overview. My Power BI report with respect to inventory overview where it shows me inventory quantity by location. Here it is inventory and projected. Similarly, assume if I want to see it by inventory by item, it takes me to that. Sales and quantity. I'll take you to financial report. So next is the financial report. I take you to the financial report. So here again, it is my Power BI report where it is available for my financial reporting. So here it is a financial overview where it has my return on investment, top 5 customer, where I can able to expand, I can able to see it. I can able to download it into Excel. So all those things we have it. So each window I can able to export it. I can able to drill down to the point. So here it is income statement, profitability. So all the reports what we have, we can able to see it here. So these are all with respect to the features that has been enhanced into Business Central. Obviously, there is one more main feature, which is nothing but my AI capability into Business Central. Yes, the next slide talks you about the AI into Business Central. AI is nothing but my co-pilot into my Business Central. So here for co-pilot, we have the co-pilot to be, this is a feature which is available. There is a configuration which we have to do so that the co-pilot has to be enabled into my Business Central. Once the co-pilot is enabled, I can use my co-pilot in two different things. One for the analysis, that is overall view. Another one against my each function. So overall view and each function. So if I talk about overall functionality of my Copilot, okay. So here we have the first and the foremost thing, that is chat with Copilot. Okay. So with respect to chat with Copilot, we can able to find a specific record even without navigating to a particular through the navigation menu. Assume if you want to search for a purchase order, have to go to the purchase order, give the purchase order number, take my the respective purchase document. It is not required. I can able to search in the chat with Copilot itself. Then I can able to get the guidance from my copilot, wherein assume I don't know to access or I need some guidance on my process. I can ask for so that it either gives you how it has to be done or it refers you to an official document where I can open the official document, I can take up the reference. Or if it is a simpler one, it shows how it has to be processed. And we can able to ask for any analysis. So these are the functions which is there into chat with Copilot. I'll take few minutes to explain that functionality into my database. So here we have the ribbon. the Dynamics 365 Business Central. And here we have this icon called Copilot. And this is the generic Copilot icon. What we have to use for Business Central is this icon. If I click on it, I'll get this chat window. Okay, where the chat window, it refers to my database and it gives me the details. Okay, say as I told you, it can look up to any specific thing, guide me or ask me, it will prompt view the different things. And here it also shows like how we can give our prompt. Okay, say how do I release a sales order? If I click it, it shows me the step how I have to release a particular document. So here you can see it was having some prompt. I just clicked on that is how do I release a sales order so that it gives me. It is a natural language where I can just type in what I want. Say I want to view the recent invoices that has been booked for a particular customer. I can just ask for show the recent invoice for my customer called Canon Group. Okay, I can just give in the natural language the prompt, wherein based upon the prompt, it gives me the details. Also, meanwhile, we can also ask for some help. Assume I don't know how my system is working with respect to say my costing, say how my costing works. So the recent invoice of Canon Group. I'll ask for some other thing. How to do how to reverse journal entries. See, if I doesn't know any process, okay, it is not that I have to take to my Google where I search for, there will be multiple inputs that will be coming. So it is not that I have to go into another window search for it. I can directly give this prompt here. So here you can see, right, I have given an query, how to reverse the journal entry. So it shows me like these are the steps. So you can just click how it can be taken up. So if you want to tell more, you can able to take up to the next one. Okay. So the prompt which I asked for. So here you can see, here is the most recent invoice for the Canon Group. So this is the most recent invoice. So here it shows me what is the recent invoice. I can just click on so that the particular invoice, I can open it, I can able to see it. So, or if I click on the posted invoice, it takes me to the posted invoice and I can able to see what are the invoices that has been raised for this Canon. So here it showed me, right? This is the recent invoice, posted sales invoice with what is the number, what is the amount, what is the date, details, everything it prompt me. But even then, if I want to see it, I can just click on, I can able to take to the next one. Okay. So these are the things where I can able to chat with. Okay. Coming back to my slide. So next one is with respect to analysis assist. Okay. So here there is an analysis assist where I can go to anywhere. I can able to ask for something. Okay. So here this is the analysis. I can create my own ask for say invoices due more than 10 days. So rather than going to a particular one, and taking up, it shows me what are the invoices that is more than 10 days. Okay. So what are the invoices? So similarly, anywhere. So I can go to this is available against my entries, say my vendor or my customer. I'll go to my customer or vendor. So I'll go to the transactions. Analyze list, where I can ask for show remaining amount, show amount remaining toward with due date year, due date month. So I can also ask to generate as a pivot. So not only asking me to generate the analysis view, I can also ask to generate the same analysis with the pivot information. So here it has taken me to the list where it shows me with respect to the year, that is 2024. I have a pivot where it is with the months, and similarly 2025. So here I can assume if I like it, I can able to keep it up, so that it is not that every time I have to go give the prompt. So it will be always available. So with respect to the analysis assist, it simplifies the data on the list page. And we using the natural language, we can interact wherein the analysis will be created, and it will be more interactive in the analysis mode. Okay. So these are the features with respect to analysis assist. So here we also have, I'll go to my customer. So against a customer, assume I want to understand what this customer is. Here there is a feature called a summarize. Okay. Summarize function against this one. So on the summarization, it understand the complete customer, and it prompts like what is the due, how many orders we have created, how many invoices we have created, what is the collection period. So what is the outstanding, everything it shows me here. So here you can see, right? It is all available in the same page, but it summarizes and give it on a very short and brief with a precise point. Yes. Now it is autofill functionality. So this is nothing but the autofill functionality where it is a smart suggestion onto the data entry, and almost in all the pages we have this autofill functionality where it saves our time and also reduce in the error. And it also gives a suggestion wherein if it is fine, we can accept it. Obviously, if we have any other thing to be updated, we can review it and take up the suggestion, or we can able to modify it. Then these are the general things with respect to the generic functionality against my through Copilot. Here is through Copilot, we have an action or functions. So what are the functions we have using Copilot? Obviously, we have bank reconciliation. In bank reconciliation, there is an enhancement also done in the latest update, where based upon the rules, assume whenever there is a new entry which has been created, we can set up a rule so that my direct debit or credit can be automatically passed through my Copilot. So previously we had bank reconciliation wherein we use match functionality, either manual match or automate match. Now we also have the match functionality where it is with Copilot. So it shows what is the match that it has taken up. We can accept it. And similarly, if any entry, there is a direct debit or credit, it's also suggest to create the transaction with the rule that we have set. So it automatically create my financial entry, and then it gets reconciled. The next function is with respect to number series suggestion. Obviously, this is the activity which we will be doing it on every year, wherein the new number series has to be generated. So here again, there is a Copilot functionality where we can able to create the number series. We can able to create the number series with respect to the new year or a new company. So here on that suggestion, we can just click on saying that I want to create it for a new year. So it looks into all the modules what we have already configured, and it suggests the number series for the next year. Similarly, assume I want to create the number series with the prefix. Say previous year I used it with prefix as 2425. I wanted to create some other prefix. I can able to suggest what is the prefix that I wanted to add. So based upon this, the number series can be created by the Copilot where we can review it, we can accept it. The next one is with respect to sales lines, where we have this is a function where it is a suggest sales line. Obviously, we will get to the inquiries. Okay, either it can be a inquiry that is with respect to sales order or a sales quotation. We'll get to the inquiry on a chat or the Teams or emails. Okay, based upon which where the my sales order or the sales quotation has to be created. So here we have a function called suggest sales lines. So through this I can able to create the document wherein with the natural, as I told, with the natural prompt, I can able to just type in, say what they have given. Say now the customer has given a message or email stating that I would like to order 2 chairs and 4 tables. Okay. So in that case, I can just copy the text, go to the business central, then use the same prompt, same text what my customer has given, and just click on, and it will enable you. So here we have it, get, suggest. So add item, chair, 2 numbers, then desk, 4 numbers. So if I click on it, search for the items and it gives what is the item that we have. So it shows me this is the chair with 2 numbers and this is the desk with 4 numbers. I can just click insert so that my item will get updated. Now I have given this manually. So if it is from the email, I just copy, paste it, just click generate. It generates, I can insert it. Okay. Similarly, I can use this prompt where I can use copy lines. Either I can use copy, say copy from my sales order, my previous sales order, or my the last sales invoice. Whatever it is, I can able to give the number and I can able to get the generation. It generates. If I feel it is fine, I can accept it. Okay. Similarly, I can also in attach with respect to create my sales using my attachment. So here it is an Excel. I can drag an CSV file. I can upload it. My lines will get populated. So next one is items. Here in with respect to items, we have a suggestion with respect to item substitutions. So in case of substitution, we have item master already created. Substitution is more or less it is this item is getting substituted with another item. Okay, so here we have the suggest item substitution. The Copilot suggests this can be the substitution wherein it suggests you the similar kind. I can accept or I can reject it. On accepting, all the data will get updated and then we can use it. Then similarly with respect to item, we have a marketing text where we can able to generate the market text based upon my item, like how I was showcasing with the summarization of the customer. Similarly, the marketing text summarize my item. It looks into my description, my category, attributes, and also the picture, and gives you a detailed description about my item so that we can use it for say or campaigning or whatever it is. I can able to use this. So these are the major functionalities that is AI into my business central. Okay, the next one is with respect to power automate and power app and business central. Yes. So here we have a Power Automate and Power App. So Power Automate, as everyone knows, it is an automation which enables us to do all the things. Okay. Like what is the automation? It helps us. within Business Central. It automates my approvals or notifications. It also automates in creating the record into my Business Central. And also I can automate or create a workflow wherein the workflow with respect to approvals, I can create a workflow that using this approval can be sent on email and Teams, so that on the email and team itself they can just look into it, they can approve it, and my record into my Business Central will be approved. Okay, it is not that I have to come into my Business Central. And with this Power Apps, we can able to create my customs app. Okay, with has this Power App is or Power Automate is a low code, no code. We can able to create multiple apps without extensive coding. And with respect to the Power Automate, we also have the real-time data access. So as I told, we can able to synchronize data into my Business Central from into my Business Central. Similarly, from my Business Central, I can also able to access seamlessly with respect to the financial data or customer data or inventory data, wherein I can populate it and I can be able to showcase. So these are the features with respect to my Power Automate, using my Power Automate and Power App into my Business Central. Yes, with this Power Automate and Power Automate into Business Central, we also had customized process wherein my sales order will be created into my Business Central without any intervention or without my salesperson getting into it. Okay, like what is it that we can do? Okay. So here I would like to showcase a demo with respect to the sales creation through Power Automate. In this process, I am going to trigger an email, nothing but my customer who is going to send me the inquiries or the orders. I'll be nominating a particular email ID. I'll be informing my customer to, if at all, if we have any orders, kindly send it to this particular email. So once the email is triggered to this email ID, my system, that is by Power Automate, read the email and it sees what is the attachment it is and create the sales order into my system, so that there will not be any person or the sales person who has to sit, look into the email, see what he has sent, and taking it and copying it and creating a sales order. That thing will be automated through my Power Automate. Okay. And also it not only creates the order into my system, it also send back my customer a email on creation of my order into the system, thanking the customer for the order what he has given. And also it shares to acknowledge what we have created into Business Central, it's correct, so that the customer also get thanks, and also he'll be notified that this is the order which we have created, and he confirms it. And obviously what he confirms, we capture back the date and time. And simultaneously, we also send an email to my sales team, so that on getting this, my sales team is aware, yes, there is an order which has been created through Power Automate into my Business Central where I have to act upon. Rather than doing all paperwork or the emailing activity, it will be the action of my salesperson only interacting with my customer to have a more effective sales. Then on this, it will be, if we have an approval mechanism, then there will be a manual approval which will be triggered. And the approval, as I already told, through Power Automate, we can send the approval on the email, and the approver also can approve the request on the email itself or on the Teams. And then once the approval is on the sales order is approved, the email will be triggered to my customer over with the order confirmation. Yes. So on this, I would like to do a demo. Okay. Just a minute. I'll take up to the screen. Okay. So here I have this is since I am a customer. Obviously, it will not be within my organization. So I use my uh, Gmail account. Okay, so where I have my Gmail, this is my customer ka, that is our company ka address or email ID. So either it can be right now I have given to a specific thing. In normal case, it will be ordering team or a generic email ID. So this will be the email where we have this one, and we can able to attach the content. So the customer will be having the email, he will have this attachment. Okay, the attachment is nothing but what is the item. So here it is nothing but, so he gives what is his item, what is the quantity and other details. Then based upon it, here when the customer gives this, and if he clicks sends, automatically my process will be triggered. I'll click send. So here we have the environment. Once I click send, my sales order will be generated. So here I have my sales order. It takes 1 or 2 seconds, so that the Power Automate has to read the email, and also it has to read the attachment, and then it process so that my sales order will be created. Yes, you can see previously when I was searching for this PO, okay, there was no document. Now it has got created. So this is the sales order which has got created. Okay, I'll go to this order. So this is the order which has got created. So automatically my sales order is getting created with the customer. So this is the customer. So how it recognize this customer is having the email ID from which I got triggered. I triggered an email, right? So it was having this email ID. So it was having this email ID. So based upon that, it identifies what is the customer, and the customer is being identified. And also the line item what I've created, it got created here. Okay. And also, as I told, there will be 3 emails which will be generated. One to the internal email. So for my salesperson. Okay. So here again, based upon my setup, assume we have different locations, and each location is having a different um, salesperson. Based upon that, it gets triggered. So here you can see. So this is the email. So my sales team gets notified that there is a sales order which has been created by this customer. So kindly proceed. Check the detail and proceed with the order. So then obviously we will have, I'll go to my uh, Gmail. So here you can see this is with respect to my customer account. That what I showed on the Outlook is the salesperson ka Outlook. For the salesperson, he got an information so that he has to act upon. And this is the email which is got triggered to the customer. Okay, on the customer, it shows, yes, we have received your order number. So this is the reference number what the customer has given, and it has been created in my document with this 150 as my sales order. So it is whether you have triggered us so that he can, yes, say he can check and he can approve it. So once he approves, my system will capture that he has also acknowledged, and also it send you a thank you mail stating that thanks for placing this order, and this is the order document. So by this, the customer is intimated, my salesperson is intimated. And then obviously I can click release, and the release approval function will also be triggered on email, and everything happens automatically. So there is no manual intervention wherein we can minimal. So the email activity or the downloading of the particular document, everything can be minimized. For each order, we can minimum save 15 to 20 minutes. So assume if we have minimum of 10 orders per day, it is nearly 1.5 to 2 hours where we can solidly save, and those hours can be efficiently used in getting the orders or get are working against the particular sales, not into the data entry. Yes.
Hadi,
Yes.
we have a question from Pavan. Uh, let me unmute him. Hi, Pavan. Okay, I think something.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
So
you can
these are
continue.
all the so these are all the features with respect to the new features with respect to Business Central, the AI capability into my Business Central, and also Power Automate, how we can amend, where we can use the Power Automate and Power App into my Business Central so that I can save the effective or efficient time and use in much more productive activities. Yes. Uh, Now it is the next session where we can go with the question answers.
Uh, yes, thank you, Adi. Thank you for the session. Uh, Elisa, please unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Okay. You can also drop a question in a chat box. And Adi, like we have one question from Pavan Ji.
Hmm,
If it is new customer and that customer didn't create in BC, the same
hmm,
customer send the mail to create the order. How
hmm.
can Power Automate will work with a new customer which is not there in BC?
Yes, we can able to check that. Assume if it is if the existing customer, it sees the particular Gmail account and then sorry, it sees the email account and then creates the order into this one. If it is a new customer, then it will be created as a sales quotation wherein that particular thing will be created as a contact. Obviously, we should have more information for a particular customer for a for a customer to be created. Obviously, there are statutory informations, other things. So we can able to create it as a contact where it is only very minimal information that is required. Obviously, my Gmail ID and my number. So based on that, my contact will be created and the same information will be created as a sales quotation wherein we can just check with that and get the details from the customer. And if everything works, then it will be converted into an order.
Pavan, hope you got the
Hi,
answer. Yes.
hi
Yes,
Hadi. I'm
Subramani.
Subramani calling from Goyal. Hadi,
Yes, Mr. Subramani.
I have three doubts.
Yes.
First one is how Power App will identify if two card having same email ID, because
Hmm.
one customer will have multiple address, will be having multiple address,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
same name,
Hmm.
and email ID also will be there. In Chennai itself, Ambattur one branch and Iringattakote one branch, like that, two, three branches as that means.
Hmm.
How system will create automatically in which to which card this will create, one doubt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm.
Second one is location code. I have not seen while you're creating an order.
Hmm.
Location code is not there. It is missing. That we have to do add manually, or how it will be working. Location and branch code.
Okay. So the location and branch code, I'll first answer to the second one. Oh, yeah. That's all. Or you have any more, any other things?
Nothing. Just
Okay.
finally,
Okay.
please share the recording.
Okay. Sure. Sure. With
Thank you.
respect to the branch and the location, obviously, this information can be updated in my master. From the master, it gets updated into my record. Okay. And we have the same functionality. So what is available in the master, it gets populated. And here it got created. we can able to amend it. So that's the reason the salesperson is got triggered to the he is getting triggered an email so that he checks whether all the information what has been is correct or not, and he can able to check, and if at all if there is any modification he can able to do the modification. But to have an automate, we should have a clear data so that in my master itself I give my branch. If it is one to one, I can give my branch, I can give my location, everything. Answering to the first question, if it is having multiple customer, okay, then in that case, so here it is an automation based upon my email ID. Okay, so if a particular customer is having multiple customer is having same email ID, in that case, it we suggest that we have to have some rules. Okay, so what is the rule that we have to? So in your case, if it is says it is say we can also have, like if it is with say some specific thing, it goes and identifies the second customer. Say with this location and with this email ID, it goes towards a particular different customer. Or the generic thing, it goes or creates all the thing into a particular customer, wherein we have to cross check and we have to amend it. Okay, so this all the enhancement that we have to do based upon the particular requirements.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. If someone have any questions, please raise your hands. We'll unmute your mic.
Or you can drop off the
Yes,
questions on the chat box also, so that Mr. Akash can read out where I could able to answer it.
yes, Elias. Yes, Elias. You can unmute yourself and you can talk. Adif, another question from Pawanji. Could you please explain how to automate in the BC to create the orders, as I am new to Power Automate and Power Apps?
Okay. How to?
How to automate in the BC to create the orders, as I am new to Power Automate and Power Apps.
Oh, this is a customization that we have done using Power Automate. So that what is that Power Automate can help us. For that we have done it. We can connect one to one, wherein we can explain. Or once we have taken up, we will be able to do that.
Okay, I hope you got the answer. Thank you, Adi. Adi, here is the next question from Soumya. So I wanted to understand about automation in approval.
Yes. Automation in approvals.
Yes.
Okay. So with respect to automation, so here I can able to configure my Power Automate so that my approvals can be triggered on, as I told, it can be triggered on Teams and email, wherein on the Teams and email, I can able to send, I can able to approve it on the email itself, where we can able to see that, like how I've done just a few minutes before you were saying, right? On this email, okay, we had a button. So this is a customer where we got an approval. So similarly, we have, if it is an automate where we have through Power Automate, the email has been, approval email has been sent. Similar to this, we'll have the same thing, approve, reject, and also comment, where we can able to approve it, and then it gets synchronized into my Business Central. This also use my Power Automate. But Power Automate, how to do that configuration? Obviously, it is a technical thing where we can able to do it. And if you still want more information, we can have one-to-one session.
So may hope we hope you got the answer. Like yeah, Adi, we have another question from Ismail.
Mm.
How we can do undo finished production order if the
Mm.
inventory is shipped?
If the inventory is shipped for the output, what we have done?
Production order, finished
Okay.
production order.
Okay. So here we once we have the inventory. So till the right now previously what we had is the so once I post, I've completed my finished production order. We could not able to do it at all. Even my inventory is available. Okay, right now we have an option to reopen once with the specific conditions. There are some certain conditions or certain scenarios where we have to adhere. So based upon the scenario, we can reopen it and we can post the consumption. Okay. Um, and the once it is posted, it you have this auto adjust cost adjust so that it gets automatically adjusted, and then my output cost is also gets updated. So here it is with respect to the consumption entry what we miss out.
Yes, Adi. Ismail got the answer. You mentioned okay, thank you. Next, we have a question from Imanshu. It is possible to use many features directly from the user interface of both Power BI and Power Automate without requiring extensive technical customization.
Yes, for Power Automate, there is no extensive thing we can able to use it. And the Power BI is also, once we have a control on it, we can able to do it. Um,
Yes, Adi, like once you got the answer. Thank you. Yes, Adi, hope everyone got the answers. Like we can move on to the next slide. Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Adi, first of all, providing this detailed demonstration. It was very insightful. And team, if there is any other questions we have couldn't answer during the session. So if you prefer to have one more focused discussion as one to one, feel free to reach out us directly. So you can reach out Mr. Ranjit, Director of the Solution Consulting Group at 3K Technologies. So he's available to discuss our specific needs in detail and help guide you further. And also we will be mentioning the contact details in the chat for your reference. Also, we'll be more happy to schedule a quick one-to-one session conversation based on your availability. So thank you so much for joining with us today, everyone. So we truly appreciate your time to help us improve We would really love your feedback. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts on today's session. Please feel free to share your feedbacks.
Kindly share the recording, please.
Sure, we will be sharing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can we stop sharing?
Yes, thank you everyone like for attending the meeting. We're winding up the today's webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.